everyone, it's Raquel Bell, your wealth savvy realtor, and I'm here today with my amazing, can I say mentor, business coach? Because you have really cloned and made Raquel who she is today in real estate. I tell you, you have an eye for that. And Matt came and met my husband and I 20 years ago. And our lives have never been the same. I know he hates it when I tell people that, but it's the truth. And he just so happens to be in the insurance business.
That's right.
So I have you here today because I would love for you to just give us a little bit of insight on how we can utilize your services.
Yeah, for sure. So I've had an insurance agency in the Katy area for a little over 20 years. So
It's
fun.
been a little bit over 20 years.
I know, we're getting old.
We're getting old.
Because it's scary. You know, it's funny. I always wanted to get to 10 years. I thought at 10 years I would have made it.
Yeah.
And now that I'm over 20, I don't tell anybody how long I've been doing it because I'm embarrassed about how long I've been doing it. So
I'm just happy you're not in the kolache factory
right,
anymore, smelling like donuts.
Yeah.
I love that place
every
though.
Every day. So fun story. So my grandfather was an insurance agent. He had 5 kids, 4 of which went into the insurance world. One of them being my mama. So my mom's also an insurance agent. And so we have a 3rd generation agency, like I said, in the Katy area. And it has been so much fun doing what I do. And mainly, my favorite part of my job is just meeting with people like you and Jason and developing those relationships. And, I can't tell you how many 2nd generation customers I have now. Right. So as your boys get a little bit older, they start driving, we start getting a little bit more and more involved. And so it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun to kind of watch people grow.
You're going to be talking to Jason 2 years.
It's nuts.
My baby's going to be ready to drive.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So tell us a little bit of how my clients who definitely are a little bit more wealthy savvy.
Yeah.
What are some avenues that we can use through insurance products?
Yeah, sure. So we kind of focus in 2 areas, right? So the first is really protecting your wealth, right? And so liability insurance is a huge component. So do we have the umbrella policies in place? Are we protecting ourselves with LLCs if we're buying?
Yes.
You're in the real estate world. People buy multiple properties.
Yes.
Do we have a series LLC to protect each and every one, right? And so there's some things that we can kind of help people walk through to make sure we're protecting those assets that they're collecting. And then one thing that we've gotten, one thing that we're really passionate about is life insurance.
Yes.
And how that can be another club in your bag, if you will.
So what you're telling me is it's not just a death policy or a bye-bye mama policy. I hate to say that.
Absolutely. And it can be. And there's a place and a time for that, right? Especially, when you guys came to me and you were much younger, you didn't have a whole lot of money, right? So we needed death insurance, also known as term insurance. And there's some new product out there around the term insurance, and you actually have one of these. You were one of my pilots for, hey, if you pay a little bit more, I'll give you all your money back.
I know.
So I'm excited to see.
That's going to date my age, man.
I know.
Everybody out here still thinks I'm in my 20s.
We won't tell anybody. So we have one of those for you, right? So you got your term, you got your return premium policy, and then you have permanent life insurance. And permanent life insurance is such a cool tool because it allows you to grow money at almost no risk, right? And just to share a couple stories with you.
I would love that.
Yeah. So I bought a commercial strip center in 2013. So when I was dealing with the bank, I had to come down. My down payment was a certain percent. It was 20%. Well, I didn't have 20% in cash per se, but I was able to use the cash value in my life insurance without having to hand it over to the bank and not have access to it. I was able to use that as collateral. And so a lot of people don't understand all the ins and outs of the permanent life insurance and just how many different benefits it has, right? Not including the tax-free growth component of it. And for me, as I've gone through my career, you think about people that go to work for a company and the company says, hey, we have a retirement plan, so get involved with our retirement plan. And so people are shoveling money in there, right? Well, then all of a sudden something comes up or they have an opportunity to buy real estate or whatever it might be, and they go to their retirement plan. Well, they don't have access to that money.
Yep.
It's,
Or it's a large penalty.
yeah, and then you're paying the tax hickey on it, and
Yes.
so it's just it serves its purpose. It's a club in the bag, right? But for me, when you think about permanent life insurance, we've our acronym is LUCK. It's got luck, okay? And what
Love
we
it.
talk about is liquidity, use, and control
Luck.
of your money. So luck, right? And so again, tax-free money, right? So we're not having to share with Uncle Sam. And a lot of people ask, well, why? How did that come about, right? If you think about the early '80s, these permanent life policies came out, and investors were shoving a ton of money in there because they were able to shelter it and not have to pay taxes on any of the gain.
Wow.
Well, the government said, hey, you can't do that. So we have to set a limit, right? And so they came in and they did that. There were a couple laws, Tamara and DEFRA, that they pushed through. And so now we can put up to a certain amount. Now again, there's an infinite number of premium options when you put together these permanent life plans. And it's all a ratio of how much death benefit to how much premium we can put in. And what happens with most life agents that are in our business, and it's unfortunate, is I'm not going to say they're illiterate, but they don't fully understand the product, right? And so you see a lot of people, if we can put monies in at the minimum and we can put monies in at the maximum, most agents get paid on that bottom
number.
So, if it's $1,000 or $10,000, it's going to be a lot easier for me to convince you to give us $1,000, and that's where I make most of my commissions, if you will, right? So I'd really have to spend a lot more time with you and educate you on the benefits to get you to pay for that same death benefit, $10,000, right? And so that's where we've gotten just extremely passionate. We love spending time with customers and going over some of the benefits, the luck factor, the collateral component, creditor protected. I mean, you can go down a list of
things. I know you have
benefit.
sat down with Jason and I at least every 6 months. You're checking in.
Yeah.
I mean, you have been one of the most accountable mentor partners that I have, of just making sure that Jason and I continue on our wealth journey. Even when some things have gotten scary, we always call him for advice. Matt, what should we do? One time we did not listen and we're shooting ourselves in the foot. But I love the fact that you go beyond the ordinary insurance agent kind of call, where you really sit down and you really want to learn about your customers and your clients and really figure out what their wealth thermostat is, as well as what their wealth goals are. And also, you help Jason and I dream big.
Yeah.
And so now, we hope we made you proud. We still working on some things. We're trying to keep up with you.
I love it. It's been such a fun journey, and especially your real estate journey when you start it. And I said, okay, what are we going to do this year?
Oh my goodness!
And then I said, you know what, Raquel, I think you can do $1 million a month, and you have so far exceeded any expectations I ever had.
You still ask me to this day what your goals are.
How many are we doing this year? How much are we doing?
Oh, yes. We definitely have a big goal. And Gary Keller, we talked to him on Friday, and he made us stretch even more. And I was like, okay, you want us to do that in 5 months? Yeah. Okay.
Easy.
Yes. So I really appreciate that. And I appreciate that my clients can get the same benefits. I really think you guys should get on the phone and call Matt and his team. They have a ton of agents that Matt has personally trained. So trust me, if you get anyone from Jonathan, McKinley, Ashley, yes, I know everybody by name, even Miss Jackie, they can guide you through the process. But what I love is that you're always there. You still sit down with us and all of your clients and chat with them. And you even helped Jason and I navigate something recently.
Yeah.
Gonna have to wait till that story. It's a new story in the
I'm
process.
excited about that too.
So definitely you want to reach out to Matt and his team and make them a part of your wealth or financial team. Matt, how can they get in touch with you?
So we are easy to find. Our office is located in Old Katy. Easiest way is probably just mattinsuresyou.com.
Yep.
And my last name is Matt Schomburg. Easy to find on Google as well. We spend a lot of money there.
not only does he spend money there, you spend money in the community, and I
We
can't
do.
thank you enough. Like,
do.
you take your philanthropy, and I hope I'm saying that right. I always have a blooper. You take that to another level, and I so admire that with you and Heather. Y'all are amazing role models. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.
Any other nuggets that we missed out on that you want to share before we wrap?
You know, I don't know about a nugget, but I'll kind of share with you my personal philosophy.
Yes.
You know, what guides me today in business, and I've got 4 boys, and I love sharing this with them.
Yes.
But for me, I can break my life down into 3 T's. So it's time, treasure, talent.
Yes.
Right. And so for me, where am I putting my time? Right. Unfortunately, I don't have great hobbies. I've got great kids. So I follow them, but they're 2 of them are going to be in college here pretty soon. But I spend a lot of time with my family. I spend a lot of time with my office. Spend a lot of time with my team. You know, treasure, like you said, I love giving back to the community. I'm going to do everything I can because the community's done so much for us as business owners, and so we want to do that. And any opportunity that I have to share my talents, which are limited, I do. And so I serve probably my most prominent role right now is I'm the president for the KDISD Education Foundation, which I love, and I'll be a 3-year board president for that. So I serve as a board member for our Christ Clinic. Heather and I started our own nonprofit years ago, which you supported, and so we appreciated that. And so just anything we can do to stay involved, because Katy is such an incredible place.
And it has grown so much from our Fry Road days.
Can you believe?
I know.
Yeah,
We used to be neighbors, but I can't afford to live where he lives
come on.
yet. That's another story that we would have to table for another day, because just how Matt is not a real estate agent, but you have an eye for real estate, and you have truly built an amazing portfolio. And I would love to sit down with you soon and chat with that, if that's okay, because I know I took up a lot of your time today.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, it's until next time. See you soon.